This is Steve Nicollerat from Coach Baseball Right. Today's talk, I want to talk about why do most parents get involved in coaching. And to be honest with you, I don't think that most people get involved in coaching to win a championship or do something like that. I think most people get involved in coaching just to spend a couple hours every week with their kids. And because you want to spend those hours with your kids, really what you want to do is you want to be credible. You want to feel like you know something about the game. You also probably want to be the kind of guy that when the kids go and they play together, that the kids talk about you in a good way. You want to be that kind of person that the kids want to be to be around. But I also think when you get into this coaching, that you realize that one of the main things you can do through sport, through baseball, is to teach life lessons. So what is it that you can teach? Expectations. You can teach the kids how to hustle. You can teach them how to wear their uniform right. You can teach them how to act when they win a game. You can teach them how to act when they lose a game. You know, a lot of people, when times are tough and they're losing a game, they don't think about anything but the disappointment of the actual loss or the disappointment of the poor performance. But to teach them how to persevere, how to work hard, even when things aren't going well, is a really, really important characteristic. You can teach them how to pick one another up. Now imagine teaching a kid who's 0 for 4 and made 3 errors, and he's a pretty good player, how to pick somebody else up when that other kid isn't playing well. That's a great attribute. You can teach them about dealing with poor calls in a game. So you're out there, you're coaching your team, there's a bad call by the umpire, maybe the young kid doesn't know the rule, and it's your time right now. This is where you teach. You can go out there and you can win the argument and intimidate the kid, or you can go out there and act like a gentleman and do what you need to do to teach the kids around you, to teach the kids on both teams, to teach the parents how to handle the situation. And as a side point, by the way, if you really want to help out that kid umpiring, you may want to realize that the best time to teach him something about what he's doing isn't in front of everybody else in the middle of the game. It might be after the game, something like that. You can teach the kids how to handle mistakes. How should they act when they make a mistake? Should they throw their gloves? Should they get their head down? You can teach them what kind of attitude do they have when they're disappointed that they're not playing the position they want to play, or they're not batting in the place they want to bat in the batting order, or maybe they're not playing at all for this game. Sometimes a parent will come up and you'll have an issue with a parent. Well, when you have that issue with a parent, you can teach the kids how to handle that situation. The bottom line is there's lots to do when you coach. You're teaching a lot of things to the kids. You're teaching life lessons. And I don't believe that most people really get involved to win championships. I think most of the time people get involved to be credible with their kids. Now, when you get involved, there's a couple different ways you can go. And the point of the matter is that if you think about all the good things that you can do when you coach, you'll make good decisions when you're dealing with the kids. Imagine a situation when you're going to tell a kid that he's going to pitch a game, and then you change your mind. Isn't it important that you tell him that you've changed your mind instead of just posting a lineup and he's not pitching? Think about all the times when you're working with your boss and your boss tells you something's going to happen at work and that something doesn't happen. Wouldn't you like to be told from your boss beforehand that it's not going to happen that way? So these are all good things that you can teach the kids, okay, through baseball. Keep in mind, too, that it goes way too fast. I still remember many, many, many years ago, I have a 35-year-old son now. I remember many years ago, his very, very first T-ball game. He hit the ball and ran to third base. You know, he hit the ball and ran to third base. It's just something I'll never forget. And I look back now and I think, wow. And whenever I do a clinic and I get a chance to see all the young people, the young dads and moms in the audience, I kind of wish that I had that opportunity to go back and do that again. So anyway, these are just some ideas. I hope they help why we coach. Hey, thanks for watching.